Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In the last video, we learned about values such as this number 1 and number 2, and variables such as a and b here. And in this video, we're going to be using operators such as these up here to do some calculations with these values and variables. Let's use the addition operation to add these two values or variables together. So console log a plus b, which will become 3 right here. So this is an expression. You could do the same with subtraction or multiplication, so on and so forth. We could do exponentiation. So exponentiation means a to the power of b. So 1 to the power of 2, and that become 1 here. Let's switch that around. So b to the power of a, that will become 2 to the power of 1, which is 2. Okay, let's do division. So here I changed a to be 7 and b to be 5. If I do a divided by b, that's 7 divided by 5, that will become 1.4, as we see here. Another way of thinking about it is 1 with a remainder of 2. So how do we get this remainder? We use the modulus operator. So this will be 7 divided by 5, and we get the remainder of this operation. So that will become 2. Let's say we have a equals 1 here, but we want to update that to become 2. So of course we could do a is equal to a plus 1, and that's fine. So if we console log that, it will become 2. However, there's an easier way of doing this, and that is by using an assignment operator. So we do a plus equal 1. So this is basically the same thing. So if we reload our website here, that becomes 2. So I brought up this new comment here. You could do the same thing with minus, multiply, divide, exponentiation, and the modulus operator. So let's say a equals 2, and we want to find to the power of 2, and that becomes 4. So basically this is the same as a is equal to a to the power of 2. Here we have the increment or decrement operators. We have plus plus and minus minus. Let's say a is equal to 1. If I do a plus plus and then console log that, then it will become 2. So a is 1, 1 plus 1, and that becomes 2. So again, this works with minus minus, it comes 0. Now you might have noticed the prefix and the postfix up here. The prefix has the plus plus before the variable name. So what that means is increment by 1, and then we use the value. So what we expect here is a is a 1, and we console log plus 1 to a. We increment by 1 first, increment 1 by 1 becomes 2, and then we use the value. So this will become 2. Now if we do the other way, postfix a, what that does is we use the value first and then we increment by 1. You could see this is 1. Why is that? Because, so we have a equals 1 here. We use the value first. So this is 1. It gets console log there, and then we increment it. So if we console log again the value of a, we could see that becomes 2. Again, this is the same with minus minus. So this will become a equals 1, and we use the value 1 to the console log, and then we minus minus it. So this will output a 1 onto here, onto this console log, and then this next console log will become 0, because 1 minus 1 equals 0. We can use the plus operator to combine or concatenate two strings together. You don't need to have a string type in order for string concatenation to work. For example, I have money amounts, which is a number type. With this console log, we will concatenate these strings together. So I have is one string, dollars to spend on KFC is another string, and the money amount, which is a number, will be implicitly converted into a string. So you can see I have $10 to spend on KFC. If you guys remember from middle school, BEDMAS or PEDMAS Brackets parentheses comes before exponents, comes before division multiplication, comes before addition subtraction. So that also works in JavaScript. Here we have a bank balance, which is 8 plus 2 times 2. Using BEDMAS, 2 times 2 will be evaluated first and then added to 8. So that will be 8 plus 4, which is 12. To change this expression, you can add brackets here. So 8 plus 2 will be evaluated first before multiplying by 2. This will become 8 plus 2 is 10 times 2 equals 20. Let's do some exercises here. So here we have money for KFC is 10. What do these 3 console logs output? Feel free to pause the video and solve it yourself. We have 10 for money for KFC. So here we have the money for KFC and the postfix increment operator. So what that means is we use the value first and then we increment it. So what that means, we have 10. This will output 10 and then we increment money for KFC. So in this case, money for KFC will become 11 at this point. So the first console log will output 10 and will increment by 1 to become 11. So here we have 11 plus 100, that will become 111. For the last console log, you might think that it will be 111, but actually no, it's not. It will be 11 because here we're not assigning plus 100 back to money for KFC. The value from money for KFC is still going to be 11 here, and there it is. Now, if we were to change this plus equal 100, the assignment operator, what that means is it's going to add 100 to 11 and it's going to assign that back to money for KFC. And now we can expect this to output 111. You can see that my prettier changed the syntax there. You can see that it is now 111. Alright, thanks for watching this video.